Spencer, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Two great guests in studios. We're talking about the annual Taste of Hood Canal. It's coming up Saturday, 10 to 5. Belfair State Park. They've been at that location a couple years now, and it's really turned out nice. President of the North Mason Rotary, Ken Boad, is here, as well as Mendy, Harlow. Good morning, y'all. How you doing?
Very well.
Good. Thanks for coming on. Another great day coming up here, and two stages now. That's kind of the biggest change since last year, right? Wall-to-wall music. There's always something happening out of Belfair State Park.
Yes, we do have music going from actually 9 o'clock until 4, and we do have two stages. Yeah, so it's we had that last year, but we had a lot of dance going on the other stage. We have that again this year, too. So.
Very cool. Yeah. Ken, tell us a little bit about the North Mason Rotary and some of the things that you guys do up there to help out Belfair in the area.
Well, North Mason Rotary was chartered in 2002, and at that time, the only celebration that Belfair had as far as a community was called the Belfair Midsummer Fest, and that had came out in the late 90s. And so as each year went by, of course, to put one of those events on, it becomes quite labor intensive, especially at that time it was the Belfair Chamber of Commerce that had sponsored that, and they asked the North Mason Rotary if they would like to go ahead and take that over. And we were a new club then, so in 2003, when we did take it over, we decided to change the name to the Taste of Hood Canal. And most of the events, the Taste of Hood Canal that occurred after that, and it was very successful for our club to do that at that time. And that was located, that event was located at Northeast Clifton Lane. And we would close that off, and of course it was open to everybody that came into the community, and a tremendous large success as far as being able to give our club some funds that we could do with as far as contribute to the community and to contribute to international projects, which Rotary wants all of these clubs. I mean, when you take a look at 35,000 clubs, Rotary clubs throughout the world, comprising of about 1.2 million Rotarians. Wow. It's important that their mission is, and Rotary's mission is to, connect the club with the community, making a positive impact on your communities as well as a positive impact worldwide, and a positive impact among ourselves. As North Mason Rotary goes, we do have community projects which we provide scholarships for North Mason seniors. We also, at this year, we've dedicated 1/3 of our funds that we will receive from the Taste of Hood Canal to the North Mason High School Music Boosters Club for new instruments. And as far as international, we've been involved in projects as far as bringing wells and fresh water to villages in third world countries. We also currently sponsor 2 shelter boxes, and if you don't know what these shelter boxes are, there are several thousands of these boxes that are displaced throughout the world, and these are sent to places that have received been subject to disasters, both man-made and
human-caused.
Human-caused, and such as, like hurricanes that they had, and
earthquakes, sometimes war, after a war.
Worthwhile causes from the Rotaries.
Right, and the shelter boxes will house up to 10 people for up to 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And they've, being that they're placed throughout the world, they're usually sent in by air to those places. Will shelter a family of 10 for up to 3 weeks, and it's not only a shelter, but it can be used later on to break that shelter down to be used for roofs on homes that are in the rebuilding process.
We'll actually have one of those shelter boxes at Taste of Hood Canal this year, so people can go inside and see what it's like.
Wow.
Belfair State Park is the location here, 10 to 5. It's $5 at the gate to come on in. Kids under 12 are free, and there's just a ton of things that folks are able to see and taste and learn more about. The car show continues on, and I remember when it was at Clifton Lane and how that quickly became a real tight spot for all sorts of groups that wanted to show off, and then around the corner for they show off the cars. But this has been a great move to Belfair State Park, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's nice and cool at the park too. One problem that we had on Clifton Lane was just that it was so hot. The asphalt made it really warm.
Sure.
So now there's a nice cool breeze coming in off the canal and great view. You can even go swim. So
and hopefully the weather will stick with us up until Saturday. I guess they say that the weather on Saturday will be in the mid-70s.
We good on that, Spencer?
Yeah, so let's see. For that day, I'm getting in here. By the way, some of the best ribs I ever had last year were at the Taste of Hood Canal, and the homemade ice cream. Oh, man.
And I don't want to put you guys on a spot. What are some of your favorite tastes there at the Hood Canal?
Well, I know the fire department provided it's a pulled pork, and they had a barbecue there at that time that as well as pancakes in the morning. So that was certainly a great addition, and they've done a tremendous job.
Cool.
Viking ice cream. So he does his own cones right there in front of you, and
it took a while, but man, it was worth every second of the wait in the line. It was so good.
And then, of course, North Mason Rotary has the oysters again.
Oh yeah,
so
Harry's world famous oysters.
Grilling those oysters again. Those are my favorite.
And it's going to be the cooler day of the week, so it's going to be nice, but still nice. 76, partly cloudy.
Great.
So perfect.
Very good.
Yes.
Kids can enjoy playgrounds, face painting. There's going to be ponies there as well. Big kids can check out the car show, and again, it all helps out the North Mason Rotary Club. We'll put the links to the show notes here so people can get an idea. But Belfair State Park is off State Route 300 in Belfair. It's pretty easy to get to, and it's real fun. And this big event just gets bigger and bigger each and every year. So that'll be a lot of fun. And some of the main musical acts, who are some of the main ones coming through?
Northwest Chill is coming, and
I can't remember the other two bands.
Shoot, yeah. I want to say Tammy Frost is coming as well.
Cool. Well, we'll find out there.
Yes.
Well, one thing that I wanted to add, too, is the fact that we have rented the park, so therefore the parking is free.
Oh, right. No Discover Pass needed.
That's right.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
Any overload parking that we experience, we've already reserved the parking lot at the Sand Hill Elementary School, and Mason County Transit will be providing a shuttle bus from that school, which is only about 2.5, 3 miles away.
Oh, yeah.
To the park, and that'll be all day.
Sometimes that's even easier too, to get the shuttle and avoid the congestion of the main park. Yeah, plus let MTA do a little driving, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Ken, nice to meet you. Mendy, good to see you as always.
Good to see you as well.
And it's going to be a fun weekend here this Saturday, August 10th, for the Taste of Hood Canal.